Mongolia. Sunny, sunshine. Good morning and welcome to the Asian Equipped and Classic Bench Press Championships 2022. My name is Christina Chamley and it is my absolute pleasure to be calling this championship for you. This championship is being put on behalf of the Asian Powerlifting Federation and in conjunction with the Mongolian Powerlifting Federation. Here in Ulaanbaatar, Mongolia, it is sunshiny, warm, and we're all having a wonderful time here. Struggling with COVID restrictions. Anyway, we're going to have a wonderful time together. There are world records to be had, there's Asian regional records to be had, and we are all here excited to watch our lifters in this program. And I'd like to tell you a little bit about the Asian Powerlifting Federation. We are comprised of approximately 38 countries in the world. It's an enormous region which covers a vast geographical area, all the way from Arabia, all the way through to Japan and south as far as Australia. It is enormous. There are over 17 first languages across these countries, and English is not often the first language of most of these countries. So you can absolutely imagine the statistical issues, the logistical issues of putting on championships with all these different languages spoken, all these different countries attending, and yet it works. And I'm just delighted to be part of it with you and calling this today. It is my absolute pleasure to welcome you here. In fact, I'd like to say welcome in a few of the languages that are going to be here. I really ask you to forgive me for my pronunciation, but I would like to say swagatham, I would like to say salam, I want to say yukuzu and koshkel deniz and tavtai maril and ahlan bikram. Welcome everyone, welcome listeners and viewers to our championship. You may have some crossover sound from the ambient noises here in the hall, but I hope that you'll be able to persevere.
To start the competition, it's time to introduce the referees for the 53 and 59 kg category, all divisions.
Okay, so now we are underway and we have 4 minutes to go for the start of our lifting. This morning's session, before we have the opening ceremony, is the 53 and 59 kilo class men.
2022 edition of the Asian Equipped and Classic Bench Press Championship, Ulaanbaatar, Mongolia. These are the juries and referees.
So we welcome you, and we're welcoming the umpires, the referees and the jury.
Sultani of Iran.
Farshid Sultani, the president of the Asian Powerlifting Federation.
From Mongolia, Batur Gardash.
The Mongolian president, Batur Dash.
Ibrahim Ali of UAE.
Ibrahim of UAE.
Mohammed Ziad of Syria. These are the jury, referees and technical control. Take a seat, please.
So as you can see there, the jury and referees have been announced. They're taking their positions as the lifters get ready for a start here in the 53 and 59 kilogram class. We will be having juniors, opens, sub-juniors lifting here this morning. It's a very quick flight, just 7 lifters in total, so don't blink.
No more changing attempts.
And now we're at the point of no more change attempts, so we're ready for a start to get underway. Just a little explanation that the 53 kilogram class in the men's division is a class for the sub-juniors only. After the sub-juniors, men can be in the 59 kilo class and beyond. So the 53 kilo class has been created for the sub-juniors, who are often physically smaller, as you can well imagine. So you may wonder, what is a sub-junior and a junior? So we have sub-junior age category, which runs from 14 years of age to 18 years of age. Then we have the junior category, which runs from 18 years of age to 23 years of age. And then we have the open category, which is allowed for anyone. Anyone is allowed to lift in the open category. But essentially, it's designed for people who are too old to be in the juniors and too young to be in the masters. So around the ages of 23 to 40 years of age, you usually see in the open. However, lifters may nominate to lift as an open even if they are in another age category. And then after 40, we have our first Masters category. The Masters 1 category is from age 40 to 49. And the Masters 2 category is from 50 to 59, and so on, up we go, all the way through to include all our lifters, all the way through to their 80s. But we're going to make a start here in about a minute's time with our very first lifter. 60 kilos is on the bar. Our lifter is from Kazakhstan. And he is Mominov from Kazakhstan, 60 kilos on the bar. He is a sub-junior. He weighed in at 47.8 kilos this morning, part of a very strong Kazakhstan team here in Ulaanbaatar, Mongolia. As this is a bench press championship, lifters will be allowed 3 attempts of their lifts, and their goal is to get the biggest lift they can in that 3 attempts, which will form their final total, which the medals and the placings will be based upon. I will be calling the world records as they come in and the Asian records.
Load the bar 60 kg for Mominov Manzurbek of Kazakhstan.
Mominov is now coming out from Kazakhstan. Our first lifters equipped lifting in the men's sub-junior. Always nerve-wracking to be the first lifter who comes out. Takes a lot of courage. That looked smooth from my vantage point, and it's 3 white lights for Mominov. It's a good lift, and he's on the board, and he's got our championship underway. Well done.
Nigmanov Tokidzon of Kazakhstan.
Next lifter is Nigmanov from Kazakhstan. He's in the 59 kilogram class, and the first attempt he will take is at 70 kilos. As I say, a very large Kazakhstan team here. Kazakhstan being quite close to Mongolia, and so it was quite convenient for these lifters to come across to here. So we have Nigmanov. Bar appears to be loaded, and here he comes from Kazakhstan, 70 kilos. He is also the only competitor in this age and weight class. He is here to compete with himself and to get his best lifts on the board here at regional championships. These are important championships as they feed into world championships that come later in the year. Very smooth lifting from my side. And it's 3 white lights, and it's a good lift for Nigmanov of Kazakhstan. Well done.
For Biamkivchik of Mongolia.
Okay, the bar is getting loaded now to 100 kilos for our first Mongolian lifter in the open age category. Lagvarasurin of Mongolia is opening on 100 kilos. There are 3 lifters in the open class here. 2 Mongolians and a Japanese lifter, and of course this class holds the current world champion Noda from Japan.
Biamkivchik of Mongolia.
So now Langvasorun of Mongolia is preparing to come out for his first lift of the program. This is equipped lifting this morning, which means the competitors are wearing an equipped bench shirt, which is a very technical piece of equipment to learn how to use correctly.
Bar is loaded.
And bar is loaded for Lagvarshurin of Mongolia. Actually, I see he has a t-shirt on. He hasn't got an equipped shirt on. He's been asked to remove his headwear as that's not acceptable. We need to be able to see the head on the bench, and the referees are checking that the lifter's head will stay on the bench. So there is his first attempt. It is a 3 white lights, and it looks like it was a last warm-up for him, and he'll probably put the shirt on after this.
122.5.
So he's got a safe lift on the board. We're jumping now. The bar goes up in weight as we go. So that's why we're jumping now into the junior weight class, because the next lifter has nominated 122.5 kilos. So we will jump around between the age categories. It's all based on the bar being loaded sequentially with more and more weight on it.
The bar is loaded.
Bataku of Mongolia has called for 122.5 kilos on the bar for his opening attempt. He is a junior in the 59 kilo class. He growls as it comes up. Let's see how he goes. Yes, 3 white lights. Good lift, wonderful lift. Next, the bar goes to 130 kilos.
Bar to be loaded, 130 kilos.
And this is Londijago of Mongolia. He is a junior, so he is in competition with the last lifter. So they are very well matched, these 2 Mongolian lifters competing with each other. He's got 130 kilos, so let's see how he goes. He weighed in dead on 59 kilos, as did his countryman. But he is opening 7.5 kilos heavier. And let's see how he lifts this. wonderful Mongolian growl as he presses that. And it's a good lift. Longdijago is on the board. The two Mongolians battling out.
190 kg.
We're going into the open age class now with an enormous jump on the bar. 190 kilos now. Purasuran of Mongolia is opening 190 kilos. The current world record holder in this age and weight class is the Japanese lifter Noda, who you will be seeing. But here is Purasuran, who has actually nominated a heavier opening lift than what he originally nominated for this competition. So he must be feeling good. $190 kilograms. Just bear in mind the world record in this age and weight class is 220 kilos. So he's getting right up there. And you can see the lifter has asked for blocks for his feet, which is absolutely allowable and encouraged so that lifters have the correct angle of their foot and their knee to the bench height. Wow, smooth lift. 3 white lights on the board for Purasuran. Fantastic lift, technically perfect.
Toshihiko of Japan.
Now we have the current world record holder. Of course, he also holds the Asian record. He holds them all. Toshihiko Noda from Japan. His world record is 222 kilograms. He is opening today on 195 kilograms. And good support from the crowd here in Mongolia. You are seeing a world champion, world record holder here in a very much loved discipline of powerlifting, bench pressing. Gets himself set in position so that he's got maximum tightness throughout his body. And he can achieve the perfect line in his bench. Gets a start call. Oh dear. Oh, we've got a problem. I think he may have been a little rushed. He was under pressure with the clock counting down to get the start command. He doesn't look terribly worried, but with these big weights comes the risk. So let's see what happens. No doubt they will put that on there again, and the next attempt card has gone in. And yes, it's 195. He will take that again on his second lift. Just something not quite right there for Noda's opening bench. And this is why we have 3 attempts, just to dial everything in and get it right. And so now we start at the beginning again for the second lifts. This is the second round now of lifts. You'll recall Mominov of Kazakhstan. He was our first lifter. The lifter who weighs 47.8 kilos. He has nominated 70 kilos for his second lift. The first lift was fast, it was smooth, everything his coach would have wanted. Wow, wonderful strength on the press. Very careful descent, and it's a good lift. 3 white lights. We have 3
Load about 80
referees,
kg for
and they all saw it as good, so well done.
Nigmanov Tokizon of
Now 80
Kazakhstan.
kilos goes on the bar with Nigmanov. He is the under 59 kilo class sub-junior. He opened on 70 kilos and now he's going to 80 kilos. These Kazakh lifters are very well disciplined, they're very well coached, they look relaxed and happy, and we're really enjoying seeing these sub-juniors come out here and lift these fantastic weights. Nigmanov of Kazakhstan. Lifters are allowed coaching instructions. Their coach stands off the platform. Oh, fantastic. So much power there. Easy work. Well done. 3 white lights. Nigmanov of Kazakhstan is going perfectly. Really would love to see him put some more weight on that bar just to see how he would lift it. Let's see what his 3rd attempt comes in at. Yes, they've jumped him up to 90 kilos on his 3rd attempt. So here we are. The Mongolian lifter now with 130 kilos on the bar. Batakhu from Mongolia. He was successful on 122.5 kilos. Here he goes, 7.5 kilos up with 130. Let's see how this moves. Wow, he muscled that out and he's got 3 white lights. Well done. He really muscled it up in the end. Perhaps wasn't as fast off the chest as he might have liked, but he had to work for it. 130 on the board. So now we have bar going to 140 kilos with Longdijargul of Mongolia. He's currently sitting on 130 kilos. He comes steaming out for this one. He's a junior. He weighs 59 kilos. 140. Oh, look at that. Fantastic. What are the... Yes, 3 white lights. Wonderful lifting from Mongolian team we're seeing here. Very strong pressing.
Load about 195 kg for Noda Toshihiko of Japan.
195 kilos now on the bar for Noda. He missed this on the 1st attempt. This is the current world record holder. This is well within his capability. He holds the world record at 222 kilos, which he set in Tokyo in 2019. I saw him lift this then. It was a fantastic championship.
The bar is loaded.
And he was able to set his world record in his own country. Bar is loaded now for Noda, 195. Can he get on the board? Let's see if he manages his time well so that he doesn't get rushed towards the end. At He just got the 30-second call from his crew. Now he's told it was 20. Takes his time. Takes the bar. Let's see how he went. It's a no lift.
No lift.
He got a yellow card and a red
200
card.
kg to be loaded.
So his
Lifter
coach
from
is
Mongolia,
going to the jury to
from
consider. And the jury has spoken that he's butt lifted off the bench. And they saw it, so they're going to uphold the no lift. So he has used a lot of leg drive there. So something's not quite right for him that he's had to deploy that much strength through his legs and hips. And he's actually lifted off the bench, which is not permitted in the rules.
The bar is
So
loaded.
now this makes it very interesting in the open kilo class with 200 kilos going on the bar for the Mongolian lifter Purav Surin. He is already on the board, and with that no lift from Noda, he is very much in contention for the gold medal. Wow, that's a very strong lift. Fantastic, no doubt about that one. 3 white lights there. So 200 kilos, he is leading the pack. And we swing now into the
Load the bar 75
third
kg
and final attempts for the bench presses. So we go back to the start with Mominov of Kazakhstan. He's only putting 5 kilos extra on this one. He certainly looked very strong with the 70, but sometimes with the younger lifters, it doesn't take much to slow them up. So 75 may well be a very well-chosen attempt.
Bar is loaded.
Bar is loaded for Mominov. Gives it a bit of a growl as he comes out. He's pumped up for this one, 75 kilo at 47 kilo a body weight. It's a good benching. He's building himself as an athlete and in his strength and most importantly in his technique. At this age, he's being coached with quality and healthy technique. Oh, I think the bar dipped and he couldn't press it out. It was a good attempt. He gave it everything. Unfortunately, it wasn't quite there today. So he will finish on 70 kilos with the gold medal in the sub-junior under 53 kilogram class. Well done, Mominov, Kazakhstan. And now Nigmanov of Kazakhstan has put an extra 10 kilos on from his second attempt. He's now called for 90 kilos on the bar at 57 kilo of body weight.
The bar is loaded.
He looks really serious about this one. This is the one he wants. He's come here for 90. He's pumping himself up. So far, so good. Oh, wow. And it's 3 white lights for Nigmanov. Congratulations, 90 kilos at Asian Bench Press Championships. Well done, mate.
140 kg.
I love to see these young lifters enjoying their lifting, getting their technique perfect, understanding the rules and the commands from the referees. It's a lot of pressure to come to a championship and really compose themselves with the nerves and the travel And to do so well, it's thrilling. He deserves that gold medal. So now we have 140 kilos on the bar for the 59 kilogram class lifter. He's a junior. This is Bataku. 140, it's a big jump, another 10 kilos. Oh, it looks stuck. It's stuck. Okay, it's slowed down. It might have been just a little bit too much on the bar for him today, but it's slowed down and
160 kg to be done.
it's very hard in that sticking point to get the speed back on the bar. So we're getting towards the final top 4 lifters here. 160 kilos on the bar for Londijago of Mongolia. He has already, with that last lift not being successful, he has already got the gold medal in the under 59 kilo class for the juniors, ahead of his countrymen. Can he push it up to 160? I'm really pleased to see this extra weight. It was just so... Oh, he got stuck. It might have been a bit much.
No lift.
A 20 kilo jump is a big jump. So maybe 10 might have been a little better. So no
165
lift.
to be done.
He's happy. He finishes on the goal with the gold medal in the under 59 kilo class. So now we're in the open category, age category, with Lagvasurin from Mongolia. 165 kilos.
Bar is loaded.
You'll recall he came out initially with the first lift in just a T-shirt at 100 kilos. Then he didn't lift a second lift. He's put the shirt on now and he's put 165 kilo on there. So this is an interesting strategy where this is the first equipped bench we've seen from him today on his third lift. No doubt in the time we didn't see him when he was out the back, he put the shirt on and has been lifting up to this weight. Oh, okay, he presses that. It'll be interesting to see what the referees say there. Yes, it's a no lift, and I thought that I could see that as well. I'm not sure if his team will go and appeal. They don't look like they're going to appeal because it did look like there was some up and down movement on the bar, and that's a no lift. So that's interesting because he then only benched a single classic bench of 100 kilos here today in the equipped competition. Now, this is the big story. Noda of Japan is coming out for the third and final time on 195 kilos, and the crowd gets behind him because he needs this so that he doesn't disqualify. He's had some technical problems on this weight, which is unusual because he has strength far in excess of it. Just seems to take a lot of time to settle in, and I think he gets a little stressed on the start. Let's see, he's taking this much better. That's a much better lift off and take from him. Looks good. It looks good. It looks good. What do the referees say? Oh, no lift. He got the butt lift again. That's a pity. His butt came up off the bench. The referees, he's nodding. He's asked his coach to go and approach the jury. The jury said, don't bother. Go back. The butt came up. So there is a scandal. Noda disqualifies, he doesn't medal at all, and the next lifter is getting the gold medal for the Asian Equipped Bench Press Championship in the under 59 kilogram class. This is Purasuran of Mongolia with 210 kilos on the bar, and he's your gold medalist already with Noda bombing out. We've seen some magnificent lifting here this morning from Purasuran.
The bar is loaded.
He's put 10 kilos on the bar from his previous attempt. Let's see if he can finish strong with 210 kilos. Remembering the world record here is 222 kilos, so he is not far off getting that if he keeps going in time. Beautiful setup. Oh, no. Drifts it back too far
No lift.
and loses it off the chest. No lift today, but he finishes on 200 kilos. There is your gold medalist in the open under 59 kilo class. And that concludes the lifting in this particular session this morning.
Mr.
And next up, we will have the
Mohammed
equipped
Ziad.
medal ceremony
Please arrange
of
the
these
competitors for the
gentlemen.
medal ceremony.
The all-age categories of 53 to 59 kilo class. The lifters will come out in their national track suits to get the medal ceremony. And our lifters are coming out now for the medal ceremony of the first session in the Asian Equipped and Classic Bench Press Championships. This first session was for the men under 53 and under 59 kilo class, and the medals will be presented
So, ladies and gentlemen,
to the athletes.
we begin with the 59 kg open.
And we're beginning with the
Silver
59
medal
kilogram
goes to
class open men.
Mongolia.
We have a gold and silver medal as one of our lifters
Beyond
did
Bakish
not
to
get a
Mongolia.
total. So Purasuran of Mongolia will get the gold medal, but first we have the silver medal.
The winner of the gold medal is Pat
Lagasuran
Mongolia.
and Purasuran takes
First of all,
the
let's check
gold
this out.
medal.
You can come to chairman of the Asian Powerlifting Federation and Farshid Sultani, president of the Asian
And
Powerlifting
now
Federation.
we are upstanding for the Mongolian
Ladies and gentlemen,
national
please rise
anthem.
for the national anthem of Mongolia.
Next up, we have
Moving
the
on to
medal
the 53 kg
presentation to
sub-juniors.
the 53
Gold
kilogram
medal goes to
sub-juniors,
Mominov
and it's Mominov
Manzurbek
of
of
Kazakhstan getting the gold medal on 70 kilos.
Mr. Farshid Sultani, president of the Asian Powerlifting Federation.
See there,
and Chinny
Mr.
Chao,
Farshid
technical
Sultani
controller,
putting the
technical
gold
chair,
medal
chairman
on
of the
Mominov's.
Asian Powerlifting Federation. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the national anthem of Kazakhstan. '59 kg category sub-juniors.
Now the 59
Gold medal
kilo
winner
sub-junior
is
category,
Nigmanov
Nigmanov of
Kazakhstan.
Kazakhstan gets the gold medal with
The medal
90
is represented
kilos.
by Chinny Chao, technical committee chairman of the Asian Powerlifting Federation, and Farshid Sultan, president of the Asian Powerlifting Federation. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the national anthem of Kazakhstan. Moving on to the 59
Now
kg
we're going to
category
the
juniors.
59 kilo junior class. We have
Silver medal
two
goes to
competitors. The silver medal is
Ucharal
to
Bold of Mongolia.
Mataku with 130 kilos,
Winner of the gold medal is
and the
Utpal
gold medal
Edin
will
of
be
Mongolia.
Long Dijago with
The next will be
140
presented by the
kilos.
Technical Committee Chairman of the Asian Powerlifting Federation, Chenia Chow. And the President of the Asian Powerlifting Federation is Farshad Sultani. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the national anthem of Mongolia. So, technical controller, please take
That
all the
concludes
competitors off
the
stage.
medal ceremony of the men's session this morning. We will be back at 2 o'clock in the Mongolian time for the second session. Join us then.